What up, guys? I want to say a big thank you for joining us again today. So, the past week was
Red.
was red. Yeah, exactly.
Actually, I wouldn't say it was really red because we can see the S&P 500 as well as the Nasdaq. I mean, they were going up. So there are other stocks that were really good, but maybe tech stock wasn't the best.
Yeah. So, okay. For example, our portfolios are quite down at the moment, but some stocks did really well. I was able to take profit from, for example, Jinko Solar, as we mentioned last week. I was also able to take profit from Square, even though I got back in after I took profit. But the market was, I think it was just there, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, we're just going to look at our picks from last week and we're going to talk about how they performed. So, number one pick we had from last week is Fubo TV, ticker symbol FUBO. And we spoke about this because of the exclusive right they had to film the World Cup, the one that's going to happen in Qatar. And we feel like they're going to keep having more deals like this, which might be a good potential for the company. And unfortunately, we had a minus 19% on Fubo TV over the past 5 days. But this is a good stock to look out for. And we feel like this technology or this business model could be a good opportunity for investors. And number two, we have XL Fleet. So XL Fleet is currently trading at $6.5 and went down minus 19% in the past 5 days. But this company, when it came out during the merger, it was trading at about $35 at an all-time high, and currently trading at $6. It's relatively very, very low, given the fact that they're into electric vehicle solutions in terms of plug-in hybrid vehicle drive system. So you might want to look at this company. We see this as a good opportunity, and even though the stock really went down last week, so I'm holding the bag on this one, and I really like the concept of the company, and I feel like they might be profitable in the next 3, 4, 5 years.
Yeah.
And another pick we had was Jinko Solar, ticker symbol JKS. Went down minus 1% or 1.9% in the last 5 days, but we saw a run up on Friday. Thursday through Friday actually. We saw a run up of the stock going in strong, and we feel like this is a good long term hold. As we say, when the sun comes,
When it is summer, most of these solar companies have, say, an edge, and they are usually up. That's our theory, though.
Yeah.
It's our theory.
And then the last one is Norwegian Cruise, ticker symbol INCLH.
Yep.
I'm talking about the fact that they have a lot of cash in hand. They are a very solid, strong company, probably backed by the Norwegian government. So
Yeah.
we feel like this is going to be a very sustainable company. Although it's a cruise ship company, the economy has to open completely before we start seeing it going back to its 52-week high price or pre-COVID price. But over the past 5 days, it went down minus 7.2%. But it is a good stock to look into, as well as every other cruise ship company. And
Yeah, like for example, CCL and Royal Caribbean as well. So these are good companies, as we mentioned last week, to look into. The world is opening back up. People are going to start going on cruises. It's going to be summer in a few minutes. So I think these are important stocks. Even travel stocks like American Airlines, United Airlines, and the rest of it like that.
But I was kind of doing a research about the past week. I also stumbled upon some YouTube videos, and one of the person that I really follow spoke about the fact that some of these airline companies are already they already run up over the high right now, and they might not get to the pre-COVID price anytime soon because they have to recover the losses or the loans that they have taken to survive. So their earnings announcement over the past over the next quarters might not be as good because
That is a very big possibility.
they've gone into a lot of deep. So you might not be looking at it as just buy and get in and it's gonna come back. You have to also do your own DD and be very watchful of them.
Yeah, you need to check their numbers. See how much money they owe. See how much money actually bled through this COVID period, and then make your decision on that.
Yep.
Anyway, that's it for the previous week or the week that just actually ended.
Yep.
So
So
to the
stock picks for the coming week.
yeah. So stock picks for this week. Now, personally, I don't know what your own strategy is, but personally, I won't be buying anything new. I won't be. As I mentioned, I try to get a lot of cash in my account so that I can take advantage of opportunities I feel will be saying very soon. But I'll be consolidating some of my positions. So one particular stock that I am very passionate about, and I've mentioned it several times on here, is Square. So Square, I got out on, I think that was on Friday, and got back in as well just before the end of the market day, on that same Friday. Of course, not the entire stock. That's what I do when I get out. I get back in, I buy a fraction just to monitor it so I don't forget that it exists at least. But I'll be trying to consolidate my position there over the week, see how that performs. We mentioned in the past AMD as well. So AMD is a chip manufacturing company. They make chips for your computers. For example, AMD, you must have seen some laptops have AMD chips, others have Intel. AMD is the new deal, basically. Even though Nvidia just mentioned, I think that was last week as well, that they'll be into the chip manufacturing business, just like AMD. So they'll be competing basically with AMD and Intel. But I think AMD is also a very solid company. I have positions there which I also will be consolidating this coming week. I'll be buying some more because I see that there is a big push, or there's a pull from Intel into AMD chips. Most of the gaming laptops, and you know that gaming laptops or gaming computers are like the backbone of the PC market, right? And a lot of gamers these days are choosing AMD chips over Intel chips. Even a lot of normal people, when I say normal people, like people that are not gamers, are preferring currently the AMD chips to the Intel one. So I think the future is quite bright for AMD. But let's see what it looks like. Anyway, so those are stocks that I will be focusing on the coming week. Of course, there are other stocks we've mentioned in the past, which, depending on how it goes, I'll be getting into. One of them is MUX, another is QD, and OCGN. Now, I'm not buying them. I've bought them in the past, but I'll see how the week goes with them, then decide to get in, out of it.
Yeah, for me, it's really hard to pick something right now. I feel like I would also be doing the same. Which is what I also did last week. I traded stocks that I'm very familiar with the trend. I traded just 2 stocks last week, actually 3 stocks. I traded GameStop because I saw the run up, which is basically just taking advantage of whatever is going on.
Yep.
And actually that was because they started getting a $0 debt. And I traded Xbank, ticker symbol XBEV, which is an EV company. I have it in another platform which I'm stuck in right now, but I traded it on my second platform because I saw the opportunity to buy, because Xbank has been coming up with a lot of news lately talking about alliance with other companies, as well as eating longest mile of autonomous drive, and they're really working, and they have products that they're in the market. So I felt like it's a great opportunity to just swing trade.
It's not like Nicola, for example.
Yeah. So I swing trade that one, and I also swing trade APPS, which was Digital Turbine. So my strategy right now is just to swing trade the things that I'm familiar with. But if I'm going to give a stock to watch out for next week, my number 1 pick is going to be crypto stock, which is Riot, ticker symbol RIOT, Riot Blockchain. So I'll be looking at how Riot performs. That's my number 1 pick. And number 2 pick to watch out for next week would be Ehang Holdings, ticker symbol EH. Now, EH had a financial SEC filing about their books, and it really made the stock plunge crazy.
Yeah, because I remember it was really high. It was like
120.
Yeah, exactly. I saw that 95 at some point.
Yeah, now it's 27. I made profit from the stock. I love the company. I love the concept. I think it's the future. I think we're going to have flying autonomous vehicles. That is what they're into. They had test flight in Dubai. I actually did one of my master's degree presentation on flying vehicles, and I used Ehang as one of my case study. That was 3 years ago, and I love the concept. I love the company. I love innovation, a lot of technology. But they had issues. So currently the stock is trading at $27.9, and Morgan Stanley downgraded it to about $24, I think. That's their current price target for it. So I think the price might be going down, but this is a good company to look out for if you probably want to like follow or believe in the trend of flying vehicles, and hopefully they're going to get their paperwork all right. But you also have to remember this is a Chinese company, and the stock exchange are not really favorable of China. United States stock exchange. They're not really favorable of Chinese stocks. So
yeah. So you just have to be careful.
Yeah.
You have to be careful. We're not saying go buy it right now. Have it in your watch list and see what's going to happen there.
Yeah, so they missed quarterly expectation or earnings announced a quarterly expectation last week on Thursday, but we still saw a run up on Friday from about $25 to $27, and you can be lucky enough to hold this for at least another 3 years, and we might see another run up on some very good innovative news to about $100 or whatever.
Let's see, you never know.
But this is really, really far away from its all-time high. So I think you should look out for this one, research on it. I just wanted to bring this out to us, and it might not be great next week, but this is something I'm looking out for. And basically right now we are trading mostly cryptos. We are following what is going on in the market.
Yeah.
We are holding down our stock positions. We are not selling on lust. We're keeping them. We're taking some advantages of some dips, but relatively very little. And yeah, just to mention, I know when you watch our videos, for example, you expect us to give you some new stocks and some peaks, so you can go into the market and buy something. But trading is not just about buying and selling, it's about strategy as well. You need to have a fail-safe strategy. When things are not working, you need to sit back and see what you could do differently or you can do differently, which is what we're doing. I don't think it's right for us to just come here and say, buy this stock, and buy this stock when the market is really not performing that well. So this we just shared with you are the strategies we are going to use or we've been using for a week or two now. If you would like to buy something just because you have a lot of money or you just cannot do without buying something, please check out our other videos. The picks from there are still very valid. You can check them, but I think it's time for you to sit back, see what the market is doing, so that you don't lose your money or make mistakes. The rich people are also holding their money to see if the Biden law is going to pass on taxing the rich people more. So there are a lot of speculations right now on what the economy is going to look like. So people are really holding on to cash. And
so wherever you can, please hold on to your cash. There will be opportunities.
Or you can just become a short seller and sell.
That's another thing.
The market.
If you know how, or if your platform allows you, of course you can. But just make sure that you have some money. There will be opportunities to buy a shit ton of stock, right? Don't lose your money because you just must trade. Anyway, I want to say a big thank you for joining us, and please share with your friends and join us again next week.
And on the comment below, give us your stock picks and how the stock has performed.
Exactly. Let us know if there are stocks out there that we do not know about and are performing relatively well.
And that is it. I'm going to be changing my red pen to green pen.
Thank you, guys. Bye.